This is Jason Anderson, and we're calling a special town council meeting to order. Today is Tuesday, September 6th, and it is currently 7:01 p.m. For roll call purposes, all council members are in attendance except for Mr. Wood and Mr. Grandelsky, who are absent with notification, and Ms. George is absent as well. Moving on in the agenda, we'll move on to item 3, interviews of board commission applicants. Yes. I have not received notification yet.
Just wanted to clarify that.
So, item 3A, Robert Mullen is seeking appointment to the Conservation Commission. Mr. Mullen, if you could come up, just hit the button on the microphone to make sure the microphone's turned on. And currently, there is one regular member and 2 alternate vacancies available on a Conservation Commission. The regular term runs for 5 years. The available term would run as follows: from March 1st, 2020 through February 28th, 2025. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and why you're seeking appointment to the Conservation Commission?
Sure. I've known Donna Bronwell, the chair of the commission, for about 30 years. And over the years, she's asked me a couple of times if I would join the commission. And I said, I don't know. Well, now that I'm retired, I said, okay, this time. So I've been to a couple of the commission meetings. I've been a land surveyor for 50 years. So I've done conservation easements, I've surveyed conservation easements and open space areas for towns and subdivisions and stuff, and I've dealt with the inland wetlands and planning and zoning and soil scientists, etc. So I like being out in the woods. Was part of my job. So I think it's a good fit.
Thank you. Any questions from council members? Seeing none, I'd like to thank you for coming forward. It's always a great thing when individuals are looking to volunteer and give back to the community, especially when you've got some background and expertise in the field as well. It's always an asset. And we will be voting on your appointment on next Tuesday. Do you have any questions for us?
No, not specifically.
Okay.
So I'm good with that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, we thank you for coming forward. And again, we will be voting on your appointment next Tuesday. You don't have to be here for the vote.
Okay.
If you want to come, you're more than welcome to. If you're not here, we will notify you after the vote.
Okay.
Okay.
That was quick and easy.
All right. Thank you.
No bright lights or anything.
No. Okay, moving on the agenda, item 3B, Mr. Worth is unable to attend this evening, so we'll move on the agenda. Next item up is item 4, citizen statements and petitions. Ms. Gloria, do we have anything submitted by email?
We did not receive anything for this meeting.
Okay, thank you. At this time, we will open up for public comment. Anyone here who would like to make public comment, and as long as it's pertaining to the items on this evening's agenda, please come up to the microphone and state your name and address. Last call for public comment. Seeing no public comment, we'll move on in the agenda. Item 5, old business, we have none. We'll move on to item 6A, new business, Inland Wetlands and Watercourse Commission meeting with liaison Jonathan Blake.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Jonathan had me come too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Sandy Eggers, chair of
Chair.
the Inland Wetlands.
Yep. I do know that you've been having an issue having meetings, not having enough members.
Yes, and Jonathan said that we do have some people that have applied, so hopefully you'll be, or at least looking to very soon,
Okay.
because it's been really tough to
Yeah.
get a quorum.
Yeah.
I have 3 to 4 people who expressed interest. I've given out 3 applications. So hopefully we see those come in soon, and hopefully they can qualify and get appointed quickly.
Okay. All right. So what do we have going on right now? I know there hasn't been a whole lot.
Most of the applications I've been seeing right now are relatively light. There's a lot of preventive maintenance being done in the Alexander's Lake area on a lot of the retaining walls. It seems to be a lot of them are hitting kind of their end of life around the same time. We also had some storm damage up in that area, and we've been able to work directly as authorized agent with the individuals. If for some reason I have any questions or concerns, I always reach out to Sandy. She's always
But
pretty
we're
good.
very fortunate, I think, to have staff like that, that uses common sense, but also reaches out to us when he feels that we would want to know about something. There's no sense in holding people up if it's something that's cut and dry and well within his jurisdiction, because that's not our purpose. Our purpose is to enact the laws that exist and to make sure that everything runs smoothly and fairly. And so long as he has the authority to do some of that, thank God, since we haven't been able to get quorums most of the time, or we'd really be in trouble.
Yeah, the main activity that as staff we're really not supposed to approve as authorized agent would be filling of a wetland or like a crossing. Those are the two that statute is pretty clear that even can't even be delegated to staff. So those require the commission. Thankfully, we haven't seen any of those applications. We've had, because of COVID, the general statutes, there's some new general statute that allows for some extension of some existing permits, some pretty old permits, really, that were near their end of their 10-year timeframe. And an extension can be granted by staff. So there's been one or two that we have granted extensions to that have asked, like Tri-Lakes, for instance, would be one that recently got an extension. And the legislator lets you go up to almost 19 years now on these because of COVID. They did a similar thing in 2008, 2009 when the housing market really turned, letting applications, I believe, go up to 14 years around that time. So that's all your land use boards for applications that have a sunset, site plan applications or like a wetlands application.
Okay. All right.
You kind of slipped in there real quick about the Tri-Lakes. Is there still activity up there with stuff going on, or trying to get stuff going on?
They extended their life of their permit, so they still have approved site plan. Albeit the regulations have changed. I think they could benefit from a new application. Right now, I don't think the market's right for them to
Okay.
look to pursue. There's a lot of road work in
Yep.
that application, and it's only phase one that was approved. So it's only like 30-something lots out of what was supposed to be like 100 and something lot subdivision.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Do you have any questions for us?
No, we just hope that you get some applicants pretty soon, because,
We-
like I said, we're really lucky to have staff like this, but
Yeah.
the whole mission is to be able to meet and act on things.
Okay. We are doing what we can.
That's all anybody can do. All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
Moving on in the agenda, next item up is Zoning Board of Appeals meeting with liaison Jonathan Blake.
Yep.
Yes.
So we have the Vice Chair, Lynn LaBerge, as well as member David Izzo here tonight with me. Our chair regrettably was preoccupied with work tonight.
So what do we have going on? Zoning Board of Appeals.
So ZBA, unlike wetlands, ZBA, we're at the minimum number of members to have a meeting, 4 members. It's a kind of unique board because when you have most of their applications, they require all of them to vote, at least 4 of them to vote in the affirmative, say to grant a variance. So we have 4 members. It can be kind of daunting for an applicant to seek a variance when they need all 4 of them to agree. It's a board that normally hosts 5 regular members with, I believe, 3 alternates. So we're right at the minimum. Thankfully, these board members have been long-serving on various boards and commissions or council, and so they're definitely civil servants in that aspect, really providing a service to the town. So I'm glad to have the members we have, but I would like to have some more.
Now, roughly how many meetings a year does the ZBA have?
So
'Cause it's only
ZBA,
as needed, correct?
it's only as needed. The Zoning Board of Appeals has a few functions, one being an appeal of the zoning officer's action. Somebody can bring an appeal. Another alternative would be a variance. And the other unique one is a site plan approval for like a gas station or, but that's a really unique one. It's called a location approval. You don't see many of those for an application. But on average, 2, 3 meetings a year.
4 tops, maybe?
4 tops. They can take action, all their meetings are public hearings. And we advertise, set them up so that way on that first meeting, they could have the whole public hearing and then choose to take action. They don't have to, but it's definitely a meeting that goes right from the start versus, say, planning and zoning that usually receives an application and then hears it or schedules for a hearing the next month. So usually it's kind of a one and done for most meetings for a good application.
Okay. Well, it's good to know a little bit more information I have if I'm trying to recruit someone and they say, oh, well, I can't make meetings every month. Well, here's this, you can start out here.
We always have a commission for them.
It's too bad we can go on 2 commissions, you know?
Yeah.
We tried that.
I know. Believe me, I know.
So now applicant or commission members or board members can do it fully remote with the change in the state law too. So I've had some people express interest in wetlands, the Wetlands Commission, because they were like, oh, I can do this remote. You know, I travel all the time and I can do this remote, but they're a Killeen resident.
Yeah.
So I have 1 or 2 that were also talking about ZBA. So you know,
Okay.
we can try to spread them out and get enough people for both.
All right. Do you have any questions for the council? Any questions from the council? We will continue to try and recruit people to fill all the boards and commissions, all the vacancies at this point. I know it's difficult and people have busy lives, so we're doing what we can.
That's hard.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, folks.
Moving on the agenda, item 7, executive session. We have nothing for executive session. I'll move on to item 8. Can I get a motion to adjourn? Motion's been made by Ms. Murphy, second by Ms. Barclay. Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? This meeting is adjourned.